There are various costs involved in raising a child, and I would like to introduce the educational costs among them. The educational expenses introduced in this video are tuition fees, school lunch fees, school excursions and trips, expenses paid to schools such as PTA membership fees, school bags, school uniforms, PE uniforms, and other things you need to buy to use at school, such as toolboxes. In addition, such as senior high school entrance exam, university or college entrance exam, the cost of entrance examinations, also school expenses such as bus fare and train fare when attending to a distant school from home. In Japan, most children go to kindergarten or nursery school until they enter elementary school age. Making friends of the same age and spending time with non-family members can have a positive effect on mental and physical development for children. Compulsory education in Japan is from elementary school to junior high school, and they go to a school near where they live. Most children go to senior high school after graduating from junior high school. The senior high school enrollment rate in Gifu Prefecture is 99%, which is higher all over Japan. After graduating from senior high school, some people go to colleges and vocational schools to study specialized things, and others find employment. In order to enter a senior high school, university, or vocational school, you must pass the entrance examination before you can enter. As shown in this table, there are public and private schools. Private schools are more expensive than national and public schools and may be located far from home. So how much does it cost for a child's education? Elementary and junior high schools are compulsory education, so admission fees, tuition fees, and textbook fees are free. However, you still have to pay monthly fees for school lunches, PTA membership fees, school trips, and so on. Also, when you enter school, you must buy school uniforms, PE uniforms, slippers, bags, toolboxes, and other items that each person will use. As you move up to higher grade, you may need to buy a recorder and calligraphy tools. Senior high school needs enrollment fees, tuition fees, and textbook fees. After graduating from senior high school, some people get a job and some go to college or vocational, But college and vocational school also require entrance fees and tuition fees. In addition, you will need to pay for the train and bus to school, and if it is located far from home, you will also need to rent an apartment or boarding house and pay for the rent and living expenses for living alone. The table shows the entrance fee for each senior high school and the educational expenses for 1 year. There is a national financial support system for senior high school tuition, and the difference between public and private cost is so small. At universities and vocational schools, the amount of fees varies greatly depending on the course, whether it is in public or private. Entrance exams also cost money. The entrance examination for senior high school is 2,200 yen for public schools and about 13,000 yen for private schools. For university entrance exams, those who want to enter national or public schools must take the university entrance exam first before they take exams at each school. The cost of this exam is 18,000 yen. After that, they may take a test for each school they want to go to, but the cost is about 17,000 yen per school for national and public schools and about 35,000 yen for private schools. A vocational school costs about 20,000 yen per school. As you can see, it costs a lot of money after compulsory education is over. When you still don't have enough funds for education, you can use educational loan. The application is made by the child through senior high school. The application starts around May when he or she reaches third year high school, so let the teacher know that he or she wants to apply for educational loan. You may not be granted depending on the parent's income. For the type to borrow, the amount will be decided and returned monthly after graduation. Some have interest and some don't have. There are two types of educational loan. One that you can borrow, then pay later, and the other one you can borrow and you do not have to pay later. If the parent borrows educational loans, there are conditions for borrowing such as income of the parents, and when granted, you must return it starting a month after your loan is granted. Educational loan is only deposited after enrollment. So if you want to borrow the enrollment fee, use educational loan. Some colleges, universities, and vocational schools have a system called Genmen, which allows students to be exempted or reduced in tuition and admission fees. The conditions are decided by each school, such as excellent grades and parents' income. So if you pass, please consult your school or school teacher. There are a lot of scholarships in Japan, such as JASO, the Japan Student Services Organization, and Gifu Prefecture have their own scholarship systems too. Senior high school, college or university, and vocational schools cost a lot to go on. But please don't give up because it costs too much. There are a lot of systems to gather funds to continue school. However, it is also important to get into the habit of saving the needed funds necessary for education while your child is still young.